We're going to take some minutes now for questions or comments to Mina and Halima. We'll have another discussion later, but I thought we'd stop at this moment and see if there are comments, questions. Sorry. Oh, please, Elmi.
My question is to Mina. When you discussed the Moroccan transplantation and organ donation laws, it was my understanding that you made a rule that transplantation can only take place in the public sector and that it cannot take place in private hospitals. My question is, if I understand that correctly, because that is one of the biggest flags in Africa that organ trafficking happens in the private sector. And my second question is about the living donors that you allow. It is my understanding that you only allow family. Do you have any provision for friends or people who are unrelated to donate?
Oui, merci. Pour le don des organes, il est organisé par la loi, comme j'ai dit. On peut donner le don à des personnes qui sont précisées par la loi, qui sont les ascendants, les descendants, les frères, les sœurs, les oncles. À part ça, non, les amis, non, il n'y a pas les amis, non. Parce que c'est pour protéger la personne. On ne peut pas... Pourquoi on donne? Pourquoi le don? Le don, c'est parce qu'on le fait pour une personne qu'on aime et qui est très proche de nous. Et peut-être qu'il y a des intérêts qui sont conjoints. Et même pour l'épouse. Pour l'épouse, on ne peut pas donner son organe. Le conjoint, soit l'épouse, soit l'époux, le don, il est limité. Il faut qu'il y ait un délai de mariage d'1 an. Sinon, il va se marier avec elle pour bénéficier d'un don ou bien quelque chose. Voilà. D'ailleurs, mon association, qui est l'Union des femmes juges, on travaille avec une association d'une femme qui est docteur, professeur. C'est une association qui encourage les gens pour les dons. Il y a un registre au tribunal et une fois par mois, il vient, le docteur, il vient au tribunal, à la porte de tribunal pour encourager les gens, pour leur montrer que le don est légal et qu'il est légal par la loi et que c'est un fait qui est bien pour la famille, pas par la famille, parce que, comme j'ai dit, il est limité par les personnes sont limitées. On ne peut pas dépasser les personnes qui sont limitées par la loi. Voilà.
Thank you. I would like to ask Halima a question. You mentioned that your reaction to the summit that you attended in 2018 was to ask yourself what you could do more as a judge. You said you talk to families more, you bring the victim or the survivor with the families together. I wonder if there is a formal program that the judges from Nigeria have undertaken to follow this kind of model so that everybody is on the same page doing that.
Well, when we last came here, when we got back, we had a discussion with the group, some of the group that were here last year. We had agreed that we should think it over and we should think of setting up an organization that would assist. Like one of the judges said, the issues of judges the world over is such that as a judge, there's sometimes a limit to what you can do. We are talking about human trafficking here. At the end of the day, if you take serious steps towards issues on human trafficking, Eventually, when cases come before you, the issue will be that she's an advocate on human trafficking. What are you expecting? That person is not going to receive justice. So I think because of that, some of us are a little bit wary about taking active part on organizations such as this. So on my part, that is why I now decided to take it up personally in my own environment, with the hope that most of us attending, and I take time to talk to some of the other judges, other highly placed, like I said, I belong to a group that is known as highly placed Nigerians, like Blessing said. Some of us are not aware of some of these things that are happening. You explain to them, this is what is happening. You can do little to the community. In Nigeria, it takes just about $20. A Blessing, you will support this. $20 for a woman to have a trade. And with that $20, she can train a child to the university level. Once a child is trained up to the university level, there will be a limit to how that child can be trafficked. And like Blessing, because she's a graduate, she was able to get herself back from the trafficker because she's educated. Most of the people that cannot fight it are those who are not educated. So actually, education is key. And that is from the perspective from where I've come from. From the part where I come from, I'm not talking about girls because unfortunately, girls are married off at the age of 15. So you don't have prevalence of girls being trafficked. By the time they get to 15, quite okay, they'll be selling wares on the street, but by the time they get to the age of 15, they are quickly married off. You never see them again. They are inside their homes, whether the marriage is working or not. As a girl, a bride, you don't know. It's the tradition, and so be it somehow. But issues are still, or even on that, there are other issues to that aspect anyway. Not that the government is supporting it. We have CEDAW that is saying you cannot marry off a girl that is less than 18 years old. But that is why in the north, we don't have prevalence of girls being trafficked. But in the south, you have more of it. Thank you.
I think we should go on. Next, we're going to hear from Agatha Anulika Okeke, who's the judge at the Federal High Court of Nigeria. Agatha?